Welcome back to Travora. Imagine visiting Malaysia today and finding a modern, ambitious nation, from booming tech sectors to bold diplomatic moves, and cultural richness that shatters stereotypes. What surprises many Americans isn't just the development, it's the contrast to their expectations. Malaysia has quietly become a major player in the global semiconductor industry, especially in Penang, attracting giants like Intel, Micron, AMS Osram, and Infineon through the China Plus One strategy. Many Americans once thought of Malaysia only as a place for basic assembly or tourism, but now they see it as an important hub in the global tech supply chain. This shift in perception is one of the biggest surprises. On the diplomatic stage, Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim is balancing relations with both the United States and China while standing firm on issues such as Gaza and Palestinian rights. In July 2025, Malaysia signed a civil nuclear cooperation memorandum of understanding with the United States, while also maintaining close ties with China. This ability to navigate between major powers while staying true to national interests shows a level of sophistication that many in the West did not expect. However, this progress is not without tension. In mid-July 2025, protesters in Kuala Lumpur rallied against the U.S. nomination of Nick Adams as ambassador, citing his divisive views toward Islam and Gaza. These protests remind the world that Malaysia is not just developing economically and technologically, it is also politically active and willing to push back when necessary. The foundations for today's Malaysia were laid decades ago under leaders like Mahathir Mohamad, who promoted policies such as the Multimedia Super Corridor and the slogan, Malaysia Bold, meaning Malaysia can. These programs encouraged industrial growth, infrastructure expansion, and a sense of national pride that continues to drive Malaysia forward. So why are Americans shocked? First, they are surprised to see Malaysia leading in high-tech industries beyond traditional manufacturing. Second, they are struck by the country's ability to maintain a balanced foreign policy while openly expressing its own stance on global issues. Third, they often underestimate Malaysia's political maturity and its willingness to engage in meaningful international debates. Finally, they are surprised because their image of Malaysia is outdated. Many still picture it as a developing country with beaches and palm trees, not as a nation on the rise with modern skylines and high-tech zones. For a video on this topic, show footage of Penang's technology parks, Kuala Lumpur's skyline, scenes from recent protests, and historical clips from the Mahathir era. Use side-by-side visuals to contrast old stereotypes with the modern reality. What many Americans interpret as shock is actually a moment of realization. Malaysia today is more than a travel destination, it is a growing technology hub, a bridge between East and West, and a confident society with its own strong voice. This transformation deserves recognition and respect.